Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. We're very happy to have you here. Thank you for connecting to this Ask Me Anything webinar. It's an Ask Me Anything webinar in which we're gonna present to you this challenge that we're running with CIB, Natixis CIB, on the future of blockchain-enabled fintech. We'll present it to you and we'll leave you some time, of course, to ask us and them questions at the end of this very short presentation that we're going to do, the five of us. So I'm Vincent Durand. I'm here with my colleague marwan.aitomar. We're working at Hello Tomorrow. We are at the center of what we call the deep tech ecosystem of startups. And we're running challenges and doing trends analysis and working with corporate clients. But we're also organizing a big event called the Hello Tomorrow Global Summit, for which Natixis is our main partner. So thank you to Natixis for sponsoring this event. Here we'll focus on this challenge. With us, Antoine, Thierry, Laurence, I'll leave you the mic to present yourself. And I think we have a slide with your pictures, but here it's live, so it's even better. Laurence, would you like to start?
Yes, good, of course, yes. Oh, hello, everyone. So my name is Laurence Poracini. I'm director at Natixis CIB Tech Hub. As a tech banker, I'm in charge of developing strategic dialogue and structuring deals with clients on new tech transformation for large companies and startups. Antoine, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Yes, thank you, Laurence. Hello, everyone. So nice to meet you all. I'm really glad to be part of this great FinTech challenge. I am Antoine Seufel, Head of Open Finance, FinTech and API at BPCE Tech Expertise and Solutions. Briefly, my main role is to develop two types of platform based on API, open banking, and our ecosystem of partner. The first one is Bank as a Service, in which we provide our banking and financial service distributors like and the second one is Bank as a Platform, in which we integrate innovative solutions from partners to enrich our offers. Clear, Thierry?
Thank you, Antoine. So my name is Thierry Redon. I've been part of Groupe BPCE for more than 25 years now, with various positions in the capital market, asset management, finance and business development sectors, basically. I've been part of the Groupe BPC's blockchain team since 2018, dealing with the blockchain projects and participating in market-wide discussions and consultations relating to crypto assets or tokenized financial instruments.
Thanks, Thierry. Now, I would like to present you Natixis CIB challenge on the future of blockchain-enabled fintech. First of all, one of Natixis CIB and BPCE Group have been very active to innovation, and we invested in payment fintechs. That's the first idea that we have today here regarding our commitment on innovation. Then, let's say 22, so last year, marked an acceleration in our tech ambitions with the creation of a dedicated franchise for tech and startups ecosystem. Already active within French and European fintech ecosystem, we aim to become the most preferred CIB partner for fintechs. In this context, we have decided to launch this challenge for fintechs. We are convinced that together we will be able to build the financial ecosystem of tomorrow with your contribution. So let's discuss and present you the challenge. Natixis CIB challenge thematic, as we say, is how can fintech reshape the future of finance through blockchain-enabled innovation? Throughout this challenge, we wish to promote fintechs, which are at the forefront of innovation with the ability to disrupt the finance and with new technologies. We selected blockchain because we are convinced by this disruptive nature for the financial sectors. We think that the potential is great in terms of safety and cybersecurity, for example, process automatizations, open finance, fraud collaboration and partnerships beyond banking, value-added services for clients. We think that this blockchain technology brings new business opportunities in all segments, financial markets, but not only corporate finance, payments, asset management, and maybe also wealth management. Once again, our goal today is to identify startups like yours with breakthrough innovations that will take us into a new financial service space.
We can continue with the target of this challenge. So we would like to target two types of fintech: the early stage startup with innovative solutions, and if you are looking for a client.
Maybe Antoine?
You're on mute.
You're on mute on this one.
Sorry about that. It's nice to have you on board, Antoine, once again. Yes, please.
Yes, sorry. Yes, as part of this challenge, we would like to target two types of fintech. The early stage startup with innovative solutions, if you are looking for clients. And the second is a fintech scale-up with established solutions and looking to accelerate your growth. In terms of prize, the first prize is a funding envelope of 30,000 euros. And for the
Don't know what's happening, but you're getting muted after a few seconds.
Yeah, I don't understand why. This is strange. So I will focus on that. So for the first, second, and third prize, the winners will also benefit from a one-year coaching from BPCE experts, which can be expert on new technologies, on finance, for example. You also have access to BPCE ecosystem and benefit from a strong visibility throughout the participation of key BPCE events worldwide. And finally, you will have a full access pass to the Hello Tomorrow Global Summit and also the Investor Day. So now I let Erwan present the timeline.
Yeah, so thank you, Antoine. Brief recall of the timeline for this challenge. So we opened the application mid-December. We are now in mid-January for the Ask Me Anything webinar. The application open until the last day of January, so the 31. Then during the month of February, we will gather with Natixis CIB team to select the best startup that applied. And for the best one, the finalists, we will call them to have a discussion around what they are doing and what Natixis can help the startup to improve their businesses. Then for the one that are chosen, so the three finalists that Antoine said, they will be invited to the Global Summit for the final event. And after the event, the support will start with Natixis regarding if you are the first one or second and third prize. I will get back the mic to Antoine to continue.
Yes, so thank you, Erwan. So here we would like to share with you a short presentation of our strategic ambitions. Natixis CIB is really known to support its clients thanks three major assets: a high level of expertise, innovative and tailored solutions, also the ability to support clients globally. The main ambitions of Natixis CIB following. So diversify our type of clients by becoming long-term partners for fintechs. The second one is to accompany our clients in their technological transition. And finally, it's also leverage on three priority technology enablers, data and AI, open platform and API, and also blockchain, to unlock business potential with our ecosystem of partners. The aim here is to build the future of banking with innovative, value-added and simple solutions with the best client experience. And I let now the floor to Thierry to deep dive into a little bit more.
Thank you, Antoine. So briefly, just to give you an overview of what we are doing at BPC Natixis blockchain team. Basically, we are involved in three main pillars for blockchain projects. The first one deals with operational efficiency, which means basically digitization of business processes such as trade finance or post-trade operations. So the first blockchain projects appeared in this category because at the very beginning, the impact of banking regulation was rather low. The second one is more oriented on asset tokenization and new market infrastructure for traditional finance, which means debt capital market, equity capital market, and real assets, for instance. We were involved in Project Jura with Banque de France around CBDC with tokenized short-term date instrument and forex transactions involving euro and Swiss franc tokens issued by the two central banks, the Banque de France and the Swiss National Bank. We are still interested in continuing experiments in that area, especially with the European pilot regime that should enter into force in March 2023. Last but not least, the third pillar, which deals with crypto markets, DeFi, Web3, as a new asset class for our clients. So on that area, we have the what we call the Cash.io project, which basically intends to give access to public blockchain for retail clients. We also have a partnership with École 42, which is with interns and working on DeFi and Web3 projects. What is important for us here in this particular area is learning by doing and understanding what the impacts of the crypto DeFi ecosystem could be for a banking group like Groupe BPCE. So I don't know whether Laurence or...
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Thierry. As Thierry and Antoine mentioned, a little bit more about BPC and Natixis CIB innovation or commitment within the tech ecosystem. Let's have now, let's say, a global picture about our Groupe BPC. And within the Groupe BPC, the Global Financial Services Division is dedicated to investment banking and asset management activities. The first one, Natixis CIB, is the corporate and investment bank offering a wide range of solutions to institutionals, corporate and startups. Our organization as I mentioned, Natixis Investment Manager, is the second pillar of the global financial division, and Natixis Investment Manager is a leader in asset management and already involved in fintech through its venture fund, Seventures. Our organization, as a global entity, aims at supporting its clients in their tech transformation and also the ecosystem through its take-up team. From early stage to scale up, we are active in all segments at each stage of the growth of the companies, from fundraising to M&A and IPO. But not only, also dealing with capital structure solution and financing solutions, and also asset-backed financing solutions. That's, in a nutshell, our group, fully dedicated to tailor-made solutions. We've got, of course, a global reach, and Natixis CIB has a global presence in 35 countries and 3 key regions, with more than 12,000 employees to support our clients in their developments worldwide. Let's now come back to our challenge, and let's have, few elements about our evaluation criteria. We will evaluate applicants upon 4 criteria. The first one, disruptive innovation, is disruptive innovation. By disruptive innovations, we mean why is it an inventive and new solutions? Is it an innovation able to offer a new client experience, or an innovation that also helps to solve main pain points for the finance industry? That's why we mean by disruptive innovation. Now, the second criteria is value proposition. We expect applicants to provide impactful solutions to clients or to banks. Does your solution offer value-added services that can be scaled up? Is your value proposition differentiating? Can also your solution be launched at a global scale? That's the question that we will ask, and hope to see any commitment on your side. Antoine, yes, Antoine, for market potential and team skills?
Yes. So for market potential, we will assess if the market that you target has a significant, for example, the number of clients and the volume of transactions, the geographies, number of competitors, and so if the solution can be launched on a global scale. We also assess your business model if it's well defined and viable and innovative, with also the potential of revenue. And the last one is team and skills. So here we will assess the complementarity of the key actors of your team, their technical and business skills, and also the governance and partners like your advisors, business angels, VC, etc. So here we are. So I hope it was clear for you, and I think it's now time for Q&A. Marwan, the floor is yours.
Yes. So now it's the time for question and answer. So don't hesitate to ask your question in the chat or in the question tab, and we will ask to the team and answer it directly live. So the first question that we had, it was Richard Johnson, that he was interested in your thoughts on tokenization and securities, tokenization of securities and funds.
I can take that one.
Please.
I'm not sure we will have enough time to discuss that that topic globally because it's a vast question, and a lot of things can be said. What I could say very briefly is that we believe that tokenization in general, and in capital markets in particular, or in asset management, or our financial instruments, let's say, is something that is coming. We don't know exactly when, but we think this is coming, and this can be a huge evolution, if not a huge revolution, for capital market asset management participants, actors. And what I could say also, just what is important, a big enabler would be to have also a tokenized cash, or a tokenized euro, or tokenized dollars, probably involving central banks, but maybe not always. But this would be a real enabler, just to be able to proceed with the atomic delivery versus payments. So that's taking into account the time we have. I wouldn't say much. Happy to maybe to have a longer discussions if you think it's interesting on your side.
Thierry. Second question from Carla. Are you looking only for projects that can be deployed or embraced by inside banks?
I can start on that one. Thanks, Carla, for the question. First of all, as we said, we will value innovation and excellence of innovation. That will be the main goal of the challenge. As we said, we will value innovative and disruptive technology that could help or bring value-added services for clients. Clients could be banks also, but not only, could be also other companies dealing with fintech, or within the ecosystem within the banks. That's not only within a bank, it could be a bank between another kind of client, could be a corporate, in an institutional investor, not only. The thing is that we will be able to learn more about your technology and how it could bring solutions to client needs.
Thank you, Laurence. Another question from Carla was, are you interested in ReFi, so regenerative finance project, environment, social impact? What's your take on the area or experience?
As we said before, and that's maybe we can elaborate more on that later on that. But as we say, Natixis and the Groupe BPCE as several pillars in this strategy. We mentioned innovation. We could also briefly mention, let's say, social impact and new technology impact. And in that sense, we will be able to learn more on that also. And we can imagine that if the technology if the blockchain technology could help also to define or to address this kind of issue, we will be happy to learn about that. But for sure, within the BBC group, tech and green impact is key for us. Green or social impact, as I must say, of course.
Marwan, you're on mute.
Marwan, maybe yes?
Yeah, sorry. So thank you. So I will take the next question. It's a question from Earl. He's interested he wants to know if there is a cost to submit the file and what kind of file are we expecting. So in the chat here, you will find two links. The first one is a brochure that we did for the mobile for this challenge. So it's mainly what you saw and with a bit more information, and then Submittable. That is the platform that we are using to receive the application. Once you register on it, you will have 20 questions that are helping us to select the best startup. And you can provide us with a short slide deck of what you are doing and give us all the information. And of course, the submission is free of charge. You have nothing to pay to participate in the challenge.
That's important to say that everything is free and you have to apply, with the online.
Carla was also asking if the award is considered as a non-refundable grant regarding the 30K. It's equity free. You are just it's an award, and you are not expecting something.
It's a cash prize, yes. It's a cash prize, and it's a money prize for the moment. That's the only thing we don't. For the moment, we don't have the specification if it's a grant or not. But let's say for the moment, the idea is to help the fintech. To give the fintech a few rewards to ensure the developments, but not only that's the cash prize for the winner, but we also insist on the two other prizes, meaning as Antoine mentioned, the access to the BPCE ecosystem, the BPCE and Natixis CIB experts, but not only, also to some events and clients or internal events within BPCE Group. That's a key element also for us.
A new question from Rémi. Does the technology has to be using the blockchain, or can it be around facilitating crypto investment?
Maybe we will share the answer together with Thierry. I will start first, just a few. As we said, we focus on blockchain. Why blockchain? Because we think that the blockchain is large enough to assess different area of investment and many area of innovations. So we think that within the blockchain technology should be part of your projects. Regarding Thierry, maybe you will have any comments.
Well, not really, because I don't know exactly what that means. Is that I don't know, an application that an app that is using? So because if crypto investments are concerned, but not that easy to answer on my side. On that particular one.
Yes, of course, when we say blockchain, we also think about crypto. That's not only the first, the single element, but that's part of the subject. So feel free to apply, and I'm sure we will answer and discuss about your project.
Yes, because I think there was another question in the chat, which was basically dealing with the mobile application for the vulnerable people. Depending on if blockchain is involved, because that's mainly the focus we have on that challenge. So I don't know whether, again, blockchain technology is part of the project of the mobile application or not. But,
yes. Yes, you're right, Thierry. That should be the condition in terms of technology. Now, if the market is B2B, B2C, B2C2B, B2B2C exactly, feel free to present your project, because within BPCE Group, as I said, we are Natixis CIB is an investment banking is the investment banking division, but within BPCE Group, we've got a lot of brands and a lot of retail banks, different retail banks that could be interesting in your technology, and that we can and can answer any, could be an expert for you as well to be part of this ecosystem.
Question: how do you define early stage? Could projects that already got seed funding apply for the award?
The answer is yes. When we say early stage, we mean that the criteria is not the size of the fintech, not only the age of the fintech, but as I said, once again, it's innovation. So if you already you already benefit from seed fundings or business angels or family and friends fundings, let's apply. We will also be very delighted to learn more about your background, about your, as we say, skills and governance. So early stage startup to mature startup or scale up are most than welcome. That's not only a question of funding or of size of funding. And of course, the prize will be for the winner. So it could be already be funded or not, but the prize will be for the winner.
Question for the moment. What is your take on open source, and what are your policies on IP and personal data?
Well, also a vast subject to talk about. Maybe what I could say first, you have to keep in mind that Groupe BPCE, Natixis are regulated entities, and I would say very regulated entities. So, in terms, for example, in terms of personal data, we are obviously regulated, and we have just to comply with the current regulation on RGPD, GDPR, sorry, and so on. Policies on IP depends. I would say depending on the project. I'm not sure we have a real defined and very strict IP policy. So it depends on the case, on the project. And as for open source, we are definitely more interested in open source technologies, because we think that if it's not open source, most of the time it's a kind of black box, and you don't really know what's inside. So our understanding of that is that it's better when when things are open source. Now we also understand that from time to time, people who develop their applications or solutions are keen to have their work protected, and they don't want to give access for free to what they've developed. So again, that may vary depending on the concrete case we are dealing with.
It's a question from Earl. It is, does a white paper could help to understand their key values? He's asking that because they are protecting their proprietary solution.
Sorry, Marwan, could you repeat, please?
So Pearl said that they are protecting their proprietary solution, and he wants to know if a white paper could help to understand their key values in the application, maybe.
You mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Antoine. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I think if there are some topics about confidentiality, of course, we can have other documents, and a white paper could help us to better understand the solution of the startup or the fintech. And maybe another presentation that you can share and disclose public information could help also to better understand.
We are already at the end of the webinar, so if you have more questions, please put them fast in the chat. Otherwise, we will have no time to deal with them. But yeah. So Risha wants to know how many startups will be selected for an element call.
Oh. Normally, but we will target between 20 and 30 ideally. That's the first list, and then we will shortlist 10 projects, and finally 3 winners.
So Risha, perfect. Yeah, answer. Well, I will just recall the next step for the challenge. So basically, yeah, Vincent, delete. You can submit your application on Submittable, and you can visit also the landing page to know more on the challenge. If you still have questions, don't hesitate to contact me or Vincent or even the Natixis CIB and Groupe BPCE team. We will be glad to answer it and even to have a call if you wish. And I will let to Laurence the last word to conclude the webinar.
Yes, thank you, Marwan. Thank you for your participation today. We are very much excited to organize this challenge, and we look forward to discovering your innovative solutions. Don't forget, as we mentioned, to apply before 31st of January, and see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.